Hello, everyone. Mabrika, welcome to Taino Radio. And this is Bejike Sanakori. I'd like to welcome you. Please hang in there, listen to the show. Any questions on a later date, please write me at Taino Radio 1491 at gmail.com. You can always go online and write me there as well at www.tainoradio.com. You can look us up on Instagram, Taino Radio, here on Anchor Podcasts, hashtag Taino Strong 1491. Today I'm going to share with you some cool stuff that I've learned through the years, either through the wonderful world of books, the wonderful world of elders teaching, and also of visions through the various plant medicines I've been introduced, like the tobacco, like the cohoba, ayahuasca, and many others. It's always important to understand that us as Taino people, a lot of us really, really do believe that we don't exist. But that's all right, okay? For many peoples, we're a ghost, okay? And for others, not even ghosts. We just don't exist. But this is what we do for those that know that we exist. Like you, like me, we learn, we ask, we learn again, and we live. We absolutely live. So today I want to share with you a personal understanding of the sacred. For me, I don't see the world as lineal. I don't see history as lineal, even though the school systems they try their best to ingrain this in us. But I see the world as a circle. I see the universe. I see time and space as a circle that's constantly in motion. Right now, where you're sitting, standing, wherever you are, the earth is spinning on its axle. This is what creates gravity. So we're spinning around. If that spinning stops, man, we will be catapulted in space and we will be motionless and so on. So basically, I just want to let you all know that just in the very nature of our existence, we're spinning in a circle. So you look at Atabe, for many of you who know Atabe as our sacred mother, in the middle of the famous drawing of Atabe Okaguana, Borinquen, Puerto Rico, there is a center dot, a center point right in that drawing, and there's a circle around that center point. And you find it in a lot of the sacred objects, or what people call the divine artwork and so on. So that middle point I see as the potential, as the root, okay, of any tree that's gonna grow. It's always about death and life. A seed is motionless. A seed is still, frozen in time, but alive. The woman will take a koa, the long pointed stick, and she will dig a hole in the middle, and there she will put her seeds. And there, in that hole, it will be covered. Water will come. The fertilizer of the earth will create a wonderful, wonderful plant. That plant will become a tree, and those are the nutrients that is needed for us to live. That tree also filters the air of poison, so we can receive oxygen. Again, this constant flow, it's a circle, okay? Life and death is not a left to right linear line, but it's a circle, a constant motion. So for that Atabe circle, that point is in the middle. So right now, if you have a piece of paper, I want you to take it out. If you have software of graphics, you can take that out in your computers. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a decimal point right in the middle of your page, and then you're gonna put a circle around the center point and give it some space. And then what I want you to do, I want you to your imagination, I want you to come with me to the creation stories, to the Taino creation stories. And it's very important to remember, for me, the decimal is the center potential where you put the seed. You will also, if you're building a bohio, you will put the center pole right in that hole. And as we know through the story of Yaya and Yaya, that center pole on top of the pole is where you put the gore of the dead bones of Yaya. Okay, and this is what we know as ancestral veneration. Remember our ancestors. So that center decimal point is the center of all things, the potential. Okay, it is where everything comes and everything will return, life and death. So that circle for me represents creation, the constant movement. Okay, now I want you to go on top of the circle, and then I want you to go to the right, and that's the eastern direction. So you're going to put a line from the center point heading towards the eastern point. So middle to the east, and that is the direction of the east where all things begin, all visions and possibilities, potentials. That is the rising sun. Way. Now I want you to go back to the decimal point and I want you to draw a line heading south. Okay, that's the southern direction, and that is the place where our homelands are located. So we remember the Caribbean Sea, remember the Caribbean islands. That is the southern point. Go back to the decimal point, and I want you to draw a line to the west direction, and that is Guave, the place of the dead. This is where our ancestors live. They are still alive, but not like us, not like humans, but in spirit, the Opias. Go back to the center point, and I want you to draw a line north to the northern direction. And this is the northern direction where we take all our knowledge, all our experiences, and we try to make sense. It's a time of purification, a time of stories. The northern direction, for a lot of us, this is the beginnings of our migration stories from the north. So we got four directions. Go back to the east, that is Deminon, Karakor, who who is a celestial being created by the ancient mother Itibakahubaba. And then you go to the south. Then you go to the west. You go to the northern direction. Those are the three brothers. They were not named. They were nameless. Why? Because Itibakahubaba died during childbirth, so they were not giving names. Again, these are sacred beings. Okay, before the creation of humans. So that's four directions. Okay, representing Deminon and his three unknown named brothers. Now I want you to go back to the decimal point in the middle, and I want you to draw a line that's going to head towards the northeast. Okay, in that northeast region, we think of Makokael. He was the one that kept watch at the entrance of the cave in Casibahagua. And Makokael was turned into stone. So here we are, the creation of the mineral world. Okay, Makokael. Because of his poor vigilance, he was turned into stone, the mineral world. Go back to the decimal point. I want you to go now to the southeast direction, and that is Kahubaba. Kahubaba was one of the people that came out the cave of Casibahagua, and he was turned into a bird when the sun, Gwe, caught up to him. Okay, so that's the southeast direction. Now, if you look at the southern direction, go back to the decimal point. Going to go down the line to the south direction. You're going to have the plant world. How many times when we go into the Caribbean to visit or to live, we are overwhelmed by the plant world, the different plants that grow, that offer us fruit and flowers. So this is the plant world of the southern direction. That's that Digo, the Digo, which is amazing. Uh, Hold on a second. I'm just looking here. Okay, so the Digo is what was used in our creation stories to cleanse the wounds that were inflicted on our ancestral peoples. Which leads me, okay, hold on a second. So you got the south, you got the northeast, you got the southeast. So you got Mako Kael, Kahuwawael, and then we got the Digo plant, which is the southwest. Forgot to mention that, the southwest. And then you got Kahu Guahayona, which was the male that left the cave after everyone was turning into different minerals and animals or birds. Guahayona enters our origin stories, and he was what we assume to be the first cacique, the first cultural hero, as Joseph Campbell will say. But he was not alone. He had Guabonito, the medicine woman, who helped him with his afflictions of disease, and she used a guanara. So we have the male-female balance right here, the Guajayona and Guabonito. So for me, they represent the northwest. Okay, so we got the south. Excuse me, we got the northeast, Macocael. We have the southeast, Guajayona. We have the southwest and the Digo plant. And then we have Guajayona and Guabonito in the northwest. So those are the representing the animal world, the mineral world. Well, let me go back. The mineral world, the animal world, plant world, and the human world. Okay. So right now we're looking at 8 directions. So we started with a decimal point in the middle. Then we put a circle around the decimal point, and then we have a cross in the middle, in the middle of that circle, and that's the 4 directions. And then we add 4 more lines diagonally, and now we're going to look at a circle with 8 different lines going across each other, and with a decimal point in the middle. So those what I consider the 8 directions, 8 sacred directions. This is the flow of life, the flow. That decimal point in the middle also contains the seeds of potential, and it also is the foundation of the center pole that you tie the gore and the bones of the ancestors. So this is part 1. I just want to introduce you to this. You can play back this segment to hear carefully what I said. Any questions, I want you to write me at Taino Radio 1491 at gmail.com, or you can call me at 862-781-0808. That's 862-781-0808. You can leave a text, you can leave a message. It's my Google phone number for TainoRadio.com. I'm always interested to hear what you have to say. If you want to be on the show in the future, just hit me up. Okay? If you're not shy about sharing what you know, or if you have any questions, just hit me up. Okay? It's going to be awesome. And I hope to hear from you soon. And this is another segment of www.tainoradio.com. Hashtag Taino Strong 1491. This is Bejike Sanakori from Arayeke Yukayek. It's all about unity. Let's all get together. Hopefully one day we're going to play a good game of Batu, followed by Diareto. Peace, everyone. Han Han Katu.